Welcome. Greetings and salutations. It's your boy Trey Proper. We got a great show lined up for you. Maybe I should start by saying the actual show name. Welcome to the Daywalkers. It's your boy Trey Proper. All right, so like I was saying, got a great show. We're going to talk about some games. Going to talk some trash. I'm not going to curse just yet because we don't want to get demonetized already. But gentlemen, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
It's your boy Dragon Chills here, trying to make it through another day. Maybe this time we'll have no interruptions, but it's fun.
One can hope. One
Yeah.
can hope. It's your boy Gadoni. I'm here, hopefully talking on some racing knowledge for people about video games and racing. Let's do it.
It's your boy Aro Nemesis trying not to fall asleep at the mic for you guys tonight.
You
I
too.
appreciate you guys, and I'm here for you.
I just need to make it through this so I can go watch Loki. That's it. I just need to make it through to go watch Loki.
It's I watched that
Okay,
today.
we're not talking about that.
We're
We're
not.
not fucking talking about that right now.
Oh, I can't wait.
You already dropped the F bomb. Good God.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Did
you
I?
don't spoil.
No.
You
yeah.
don't. No, I did.
Okay, it wasn't me this time.
Hey.
I didn't curse first. All right.
Well, we're not trying to get paid for this, so why not?
Why not? Okay. All right. So, of course, as Gadoni has told the audience, we are talking about racing games. I kind of didn't understand the homework because I'm burning the candle at both ends. So yeah, the wick is non-existent in my candle at this point. So I might be a little bit
I
off,
feel this.
but I
all
will
works out.
go. I'll go first. But before we go first, we got a special spotlight today for our content creator. I think we've used her before, but screw it. We don't care. We're going to do it again because she's a friend of the channel and a friend of all of us. Talking about none other than Cheesy Fries. Happy birthday, homie. So she's
Happy
our content
birthday.
creator of the week. You can actually reach out to her on all social media platforms. But her Twitch is actually Cheesy Fries, Cheesy, CHEEZY _fries, FRYEZ, easy, and I'm sorry, not two easies, 69. So go ahead and she's been sitting at 29 followers. Let's go ahead and if you could, please just go ahead and subscribe to her Twitch channel, help her grow so she can do more. But want to give her a special shout out. Happy birthday. We appreciate your fandom. All right. So let's go ahead and get into our, you know how we do things here. We want to talk about our most hated, our favorite, and a couple of throwback games. And for the 15th time, Trey, you're going to go first. Yes, I'm going to go first. Can you shut up and let me do this show? All right, cool. Little crazy here. Leave me alone. All right, my favorite game. So I got to preface this first because saying that I play racing games in any capacity. Because in all honesty, I don't. So I'm going to dedicate this to my son, who is the car aficionado in my life, who basically begged me for this game. It was like, if I get all good grades, can I get? He's 13. I'm imitating a 13-year-old. Can I get this game? Sure, you can get the game if you give me, the right GPA. Cool, we good. So I'm talking about none other than Forza Motorsport 7. I've played around with the game with him a little bit, watched him play, and the graphic detail of this game is amazing. They go into every minute detail about the brake type, the shapes of the cars, and of course, I think this is the car on the cover. Is that the McLaren Senna? Senna? Yeah, I think so. But yeah, his favorite car. He's like, I want to buy this car one anyway. You better make sure you keep getting good grades like that and go to a good school, because yeah, bruh, your dad's
Stay
out
in
here.
school, Trey. Stay in school.
Price tag $3 million. Price tag $3 million.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, fun fact: did you know you can build a Lamborghini from the ground up for like 60 grand?
Yeah.
You can
Really?
buy it part by part, and it'll cost you about 60 grand. Yeah.
All right. See, that's a little bit more feasible. But could you imagine how many packages I had to sling if I was trying to get that McLaren? Jesus, talking about 500 packages an hour. Okay.
Good thing you're not slinging packages anymore.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to reveal that to everybody just yet, but sure. Go ahead. Ruin that for me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Trey's got a new job. All right. Yeah, but yeah.
You did last episode.
Did I?
No,
Yeah.
you did it
Sorry,
on
buddy.
Monday. You did it on Monday.
Did I?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, my new job is kicking my ass, and I'm getting no sleep whatsoever. So,
Okay.
but yeah,
I
have you guys had a
feel
chance to
this
play this one?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
I played
played
all
it.
the Forzas.
I'm not a big racing simulator kind of guy. I'm an arcade racer.
And Horizon was so much better.
So yes, if you don't know the difference between arcade versus racing simulator, as you said, you literally can control every minute detail, how you brake, how you gear shift, with levels and all that. It's so many details. You forget the fact that you're trying to play a racing game. So for me,
Mm,
it's I like to make my car look good and go win some races.
facts. Fact, Reese. Okay. All right. So next up on the lineup is none other than, as I pull up my notes, I should know this by now by the top of my head. Ro, you're next.
Oh, I'm next. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go with favorites, and I've got to go with a game that I grew up with. My dad is a gearhead, not a video game guy. And this is one of those games that we could bond over. And my dad and his best friend, when we lived in New Jersey, they would all come over, and we would play Road Rash nonstop. We would get the cheat codes. Money is no problem. We'd go in, we'd buy the best bike, we'd sit there, and the fact that you run through these races, and you'd have chains, and you'd have to outrun the cops, and they all had funny names. Like, and whenever you'd like crash, like you just like dirt nap it, and it was hilarious. Sorry, I got distracted by the cat.
Oh yes, we see the cat in the
As we can see
background.
Yeah, I apologize.
Chilling.
I apologize. No, so the game just became a staple to my childhood, and it's one of those things that I love my nostalgia, and I love aspects like that growing up, and I love my family, and so to have that, I actually gave my Sega Genesis to my father with a copy of Road Rash 1, 2, and 3 that he will still hook up and play every now and then, and
Just
that was like my gift to him. Like, this was our game, and the graphics in it were probably not the greatest, but it had a lot of replay factor. It was a lot of fun. You'd always, like I said, I mean, the chain was by far the best. By far the best.
smack somebody. Mow, mow.
Yeah, and then the animations were fucking hilarious too. Like you get like arrested by the cops, and you'd be like busted, and the cop would be like talking up some chick, and you try to run, but he's got you like handcuffed or something, and you just like jerk back. Or like the one I posted was with my pictures, was the one where you're up on the truck, and then like you take off on the bike, and you go off the cop car, and then you get yanked back. Oh, it's just such a fun game. Just countless hours on the Sega Genesis. I don't know, how have you guys played it? Have you guys played Road Rash?
Yes,
I played it.
played it
played
growing
it.
up. I wouldn't
played
say
it.
that I had as much fun as you did. When I was growing up, the only person that played video games was pretty much me. Yeah. So
I did play
That's what it was
but I
like with
also
my dad.
played the reboot.
And so this is my shout out to him. I don't know if he's watching the episode. He may or may not be. But this is my shout out to him.
you know what you
He's
do?
a great guy.
You
a
show him the
great guy.
episode.
Yeah, he's a great guy, and I love him to death. He was never, like I said, he hated video games, but that game he made the exception.
I wish.
So does that mean you played the remake on Xbox?
No, the Road Rage or whatever it is.
It was Road Rash. There was another.
Well, I know they were talking about it. I actually didn't play that one. I played the Road Rage one, which was actually really fun too.
Yeah, I think it was the same thing, but it's basically the same thing. But
Yeah.
no, and like the other one with that time frame was what, Rock and Roll Racer, and that was a fun one too. Yeah.
Well, you the bikes, man. That's what. Oh man, I couldn't get enough of that game. It was just always making me laugh.
Yeah.
Always
It was a
making
good
me
game.
laugh.
So there's a remake for it. Okay, now I'm thinking of ways to bond with my kid. I sound like an old man because now I'm gonna look that up.
Let me make sure that it was a
Hey,
remake for it.
Trey, as a son who bonded with his father over Road Rash, he'll appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, the bad part is, little Trey probably already he's the dad. I've been playing this game forever. I already know about it.
It was called.
That's when you break out the Sega and be like, "Listen here, kid, we're about to have a throwdown, old school style.
Yeah, it's called.
You set that controller down. We're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
fix up some real sticks."
There you go.
So, Road Redemption is the spiritual successor to Road Rash.
That's what it is Road Redemption. And
Yeah, and it
I
was
have played
good.
that one.
It was fun. It was really
Okay.
fun.
would that be on Game Pass?
No.
No,
Damn.
But I don't.
but it
I
wasn't
don't
full.
think
It wasn't a full price game. It was like 15.
Yeah, I think it was like
$20.
$15, something.
Yeah.
Like
It was like it was maybe $15. I think I got it on sale. It was like 4 or 3, and it was
Yeah.
like the greatest $3 I ever spent. Although you can get like machine guns and grenades in it and stuff, and there's boss
Yeah.
fights now, so it's a little different.
Yeah, it's fun though. So I guess it's up to me now, right?
Yes, it is.
My favorite racing game growing up was none other than Need for Speed Underground 1. Like just like and it's like the arcade control style art, drifting in that game was probably the best drifting you're going to get in any of them that they made.
Yeah.
What do you want, Ro? Go ahead.
Carbon was better.
Yeah, you're definitely wrong on that. Need for
No,
Speed
I'm not.
Underground was the
All you needed was Kenji's car, and you can do everything.
besides Midnight Racers, Need for Speed Underground is by far the best street racing game out there. Besides Midnight Club.
Carbon was so much better. I loved Carbon so
Carbon
much
was
more.
pretty not better, I'm telling you.
So what
But
for the uninitiated and those who basically me, who would
you
not
never played Underground?
I was never a big racing
He's
fan.
not.
I was never a big
Trey's not into cars.
So
Yeah.
okay. So basically Need for Speed Underground, you start out as like a low level tier street racer.
Mhm.
And you have to go through winning street races and drag races through the story to progress the story and just get it's basically another, I know you're gonna hate this analogy, but it has nothing to do with Fast and Furious, but it's basically Fast and Furious and Need for Speed. That's
What you mean to say is, you remember Fast and Furious 1, how it was about racing and souping cars?
Yeah.
That's what
That's
this
what
is.
because
Okay.
this is
I
this is
understand.
what Fast and the Furious was originally.
Yes.
All about the racing.
Yeah.
And then
Not
it
about
got
working the
stupid
physics.
because they added all this other shit.
Gotcha. Okay. So what I was originally asking was between the two games that you two mentioned, since there seems to be a little bit of contention, wanted to get you guys to give an example of why you think your game was better. Like, why was Need for Speed Underground 1 better than, you said, Carbon? And I'll let you go first since you started, Drew.
Well, Need for Speed Underground 1 was better than Carbon just because the gameplay mechanics were better. It had better controls.
Okay.
I'm sorry, dude. Need for Speed Underground 1 had some of the best controls for Need for Speed. They did. I mean, other than like Need for Speed Most Wanted in the original series. The original Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Underground came out before Carbon did. And Carbon had literally the same exact controls, but it had the Boss Canyon races, which were a blast. And they had some of the best drifting. I'm sorry, the drift races in that were literally money.
Drifting got really stupid on Need for Speed games after a while. Like
They did, but Carbon was not one of them.
The E-brake and just circle the whole freaking track.
Carbon wasn't one of them. The Boss Canyon fights, oh my god. So the way that the Canyon fights went was you literally went down the canyon. You could go off the edge, and if you did, you failed. Because you could, essentially it's like falling off a cliff. And you had to stay as close to them as you could or past them and get a certain amount ahead without them passing you.
Or you could just run into them and knock them off the freaking cliff.
Or you could, but I mean, you also ran the risk of running off the cliff yourself.
I mean, both of those options are viable in real life. So
But wait here. let me just put it this way. What was the bastard stepchild of Fast and the Furious franchise? I believe that was Tokyo Drift. So, Need for Speed Carbon was basically the Tokyo Drift of Need for Speed. Have a nice day.
Okay, Gadoni, whatever you say. You're looking a little bit over there like
what they did at the end of Need for
Bro, you're over here looking like a fat rock. Like, come on.
Not a fat rock.
okay. Well, I'm
You
not
smelled
sure.
what the rock was cooking a bit too much, bro. Put down the spoon and get behind the steering wheel. Let's go.
Well, I'm not sure exactly who wins that exchange, but I'll leave it up to the audience to get back in the comments and tell us what you think about those two going head to head. But now it's time for the showrunner himself to give us his favorite racing game of all time.
Well, seeing that strategy in there is one of my favorite persons and the person I play racing games with, and he's already said it, so I'm going to say it now. Midnight Club LA Edition. This by far was the best racing game for me. not only do you have the whole idea of creating your own car to the details of what you want, aftermarket parts, along with vinyls and everything to go along with it, but races are not so in most other racing games. If your experience, you have barriers that say, hey, you have to follow this path. With Midnight Club, you can hit the headlights on somebody. You're racing from point A to point B. However you get there is how you get there. If your way was better than mine, you're better than me that day. So I appreciate that aspect of it, of the free roam. There were missions in there. You also had, so you can earn money from racing particular cars, delivering cars, um, steal pink slip races. You had bikes in there. You had just like in give me a second. You had police that you had to outrun. You know, it was all around racing game for a real racing head.
It was a good one. It
Yes.
was a good one.
It did.
Okay.
Now going back,
Another
I have gone
another
back and played.
arcade one though, for sure.
I've gone back and played it recently, and I do realize the drifting mechanics on the game aren't the best,
Not the greatest.
not the
Yeah,
greatest, but it was enjoyable. I had fun with it back in the day, and still I can play it to this day. Like I said, I played it not too long ago, had a good time with it. You know, just as much as you expected. And everyone This is where Rockstar got their start with when they created was a neat GTA, not yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5. They literally took the same world and just the racing world and just made, hey, now you can go in here and go kill and do all the other things. So that's your little nugget for this
Wait.
episode.
Rockstar did every single Grand Theft Auto, right?
Yes, I believe.
God, do you remember playing over the top down Grand
Yeah,
Theft Auto?
GTA
That shit-
1 over the.
Nice.
Oh god.
Why are we talking
It was
about that?
terrible.
Nope.
I actually never played that one.
Yeah, thank
Dude,
God.
you're not missing out,
It was
man. Let me
terrible.
be real. GTA
It
1
was
and 2 were both over the top.
And they were both terrible.
Picked it up with GTA 3. That's where I picked it up
But then
from.
GTA 3 came out, and then they became a publicity stunt, and then
I mean-
Anyway, I didn't mean to digress. I just
you're fine.
want to make sure.
No, you're fine. You're
Alright.
fine. Because I definitely, yeah, I can talk about GTA. We need to do a GTA show one day. In
I
all
hate
honesty.
GTA, but that's okay.
You hate GTA?
Yeah, I'm
It-
not like
It'd be a GTA versus Saints Row episode. There you go.
Hey, we
Oh,
can do it.
y'all can do that. Y'all can do that. But I'm gonna stay over here as my cowboy up bitch and go Red Dead Redemption.
True.
But there's-
you,
I
you
mean,
can add that in there
yes.
too. That's
you
that's
could
also
also add
Rockstar.
in
Leave me alone. I'm over here with John Bon Pony.
What-
We're gonna
what's,
go ride.
what's
Yeah.
the Xbox One equivalent to that? Terry Crews is in the second one.
Oh,
Crackdown?
Crackdown.
Crackdown.
I
Crackdown.
loved Crackdown.
The,
Crackdown.
the
Oh,
police
man.
the police version. Oh yeah, we're gonna have that. Yes, there we go.
I just digression. I'm sorry, but I just the thought that we enjoyed this game as black men. Sorry. I know we're not supposed to get political, but we are not supposed to like this game because it is police brutality. The game. That's all I'm saying.
That,
yeah.
You know what? Next week's episode. There you go.
We've already written it.
Oh,
Yep.
good lord.
But I mean, yeah, GTA did spawn out of that. And I'm grateful for it because I did enjoy GTA. But you know, how could you hate that? How could you hate GTA?
Because, I don't know. Like, I mean, I've played 3 San Andreas. It was 3 San Andreas. No,
It
that
was 3 Vice City, then San Andreas, then 4,
and 5.
and then 5.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. I
San
played.
Andreas is where they introduced the bikes.
Yeah, I played Vice
You
City.
can ride around the
I played
BMX
San
bikes.
Andreas. I played 5. I played 4. I mean, I've played them all. It's
Mhm.
just it gets boring after a while. Just like any game.
Because of
any
rule, you
game.
want to go bowling?
Again,
I mean,
it-
you didn't want to hit the dance moves with the chicks in the club, and you wanted-
My thing, the reason I think I hate it is because growing up as a kid, you know, our games that we played in the arcade, like Mortal Kombat and everything else, it's like, let's get all that shit banned so my kid can go play Grand Theft Auto 5 and rape and pillage
Not that
women
word.
and
not
Well,
you
you
can't
know what I
use
mean.
you can't use that word. We are trying to
Okay,
keep our
well,
channel.
They go have fun with hookers.
They
that's a little better. Spicy
You know
time.
what? You know what?
Right.
Ladies of the
You
night.
don't Godoni, you can keep your Pokemon. I'm gonna go play something with values.
It ain't Grand Theft Auto, I'll tell you that.
Oh, it is. In comparison, Pokemon's like cockfighting for kids.
You're not wrong on there, and I didn't really play Pokemon, thank you. I grew up playing
know what?
Magic the Gathering, Pogs,
You know
and
what?
freaking.
We're not trying to get
and
paid for
Pogs
this.
was just-
We're not trying to make any money off this at all. Know it? Not forget that. So
Pogs-
I'm gonna take a quick
Pogs
break.
was awesome,
Ty,
man.
thank you for the 3 months anniversary for your 3 months of being subscribed. Appreciate you for being around.
But I was gonna say Pogs was basically the gambling edition for kids. That's basically what that was. All that.
So
all
what
that
was
stuff-
Magic then? What was Magic then? Because
Oh,
I gotta
Magic!
do this
Yeah,
one
no,
now.
they banned Magic in our schoolyard because it was deemed as gambling and satanic.
Gambling
Yeah.
and
Ma-
satanic.
Magic
Yeah.
is gambling? All right, cool.
Yeah,
Sure.
'cause when we played, we used to play.
I
For,
mean,
for cards.
Oh, you play for
I don't
money.
know.
Oh no, they play for
no, we played
cards.
for cards.
Oh, well, then technically you are still gambling. If you're gaining something,
If you're
He's playing for cards. I'm borrowing cards.
yeah,
Never returning.
same shit. I mean, it's all good.
bro, that's called stealing.
Shut
Don't
up.
They give me permission.
Somebody stole a
I borrow
goddamn
that?
Leviathan
Sure,
from me,
yeah.
and I'm still mad about it. Because that was that was an $800 card at the time when they stole it from me.
Mm-mm-mm.
Anyways, I digress. What are we on? Hated now? I think we're on Hated.
Hold on.
Yes.
Let's get back to racing.
Yes. I mean, hey, it is. What it
And
is.
we're back.
Oh, I know.
Sometimes tangents are fun. Sometimes
Hey,
tangents
okay.
are fun.
I am not arguing
Can
the
I
tangent.
add one to the tangent real quick?
Sure.
Do we remember the mini game that people did in the custom games of Halo with the Warthog racing?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I missed that one too. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Halo racing was fun. Ooh.
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 LAN parties for Halo. Oh man,
Oh man.
that's some nostalgia.
You know,
for
you know what was else? You know what else was really fun? And it was a pain in the ass because you could do 4 players on it on the Super Nintendo. Mario Kart Battle Racing with the balloons. That was the most fun and most hateful thing to do with friends.
I have seen.
I can't help it anymore. You guys finish talking for a second. I have to go get this now.
Okay. I have seen borderline fistfights break out at conventions because people are he has a medal. Just walked up with a medal, and it's about to be a medal about Mario Kart. Oh my god.
You know it is.
And he put it on. Okay,
Yeah.
Kurt Angle. Just go right ahead. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you stole that from Lemmy. Okay. All right.
No, I am Lemmy. I am Lemmy.
Wait. Did you beat up a 10-year-old for that?
Yes,
That's
you
not
did. You
right.
know you did. Saw him walking out the
No,
store.
but-
Pow! Give me
but
that.
Give me that shit, Lemmy.
Nobody can touch me in Mario Kart. Nobody.
We're gonna
I
have
will
to
throw
do this
challenges
one day.
down for
Remember
days for
in-
Mario Kart.
I'm just
We were
saying.
gonna
I
have
just
an
remember
open
in,
challenge on your Twitch
What
one
was
day.
it? What was it? Mario Kart GameCube. I just remember the baby cart, and then the one that was just a giant oval, and you could
Yeah, that was
literally,
Baby Circuit.
baby circuit, and you could literally grind
Drift-
that
Seven
sucker
drift the
laps
whole
of
way.
pure
around.
fucking
Yeah,
chaos.
drift the whole.
Hey, Ro. We have a challenger. Strategy says he accepts your challenge of saying you're the best.
See, I'm
I
not
will-
getting any.
yeah.
Is this in Facebook or what's it in?
I will adhere to that one. I will gladly go toe to toe with anyone with Mario Kart. Who's he run? Who's
He
he,
said-
run?
he
Strategy,
said
who you run?
He said he got a switch. Go ahead, strategy. Who you run? We'll wait. Right, but do continue though. I mean, you remember he got to catch up to what we're saying.
Yes. Yeah.
Kart was definitely a fun one. There was a lot of fun racing games.
He said Toad. He runs Toad.
Okay, yeah, so he's still the same. He's not the super lightweight, the baby class, but he's in the lightweight, so it'll be a good race.
Wait,
Lemmy's
there.
better.
Classes.
Lemmy's
Yes.
better.
This is how far off I am from
Yes,
racing games.
Mario Kart
Yeah,
has always had
Mario
weight
Kart.
classes. You got weight classes, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you
got,
go-
like,
it-
Bowser, Donkey Kong are all heavyweights. Mario,
Super heavyweights now.
Luigi, Peach, and
Or no, they're still heavy.
no, Waluigi's or not Waluigi. Wario's heavy. Waluigi is
Medium.
average.
Metal are super heavyweights because they have Metal Mario and Rose Peach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, Mario Kart now.
you know, You wouldn't think that there would be that many layers to a Mario Kart game, but there really is.
Yeah,
There is.
they've
Yeah,
they've
there really
added a
is.
lot recently.
Yeah,
I think
I
yeah.
don't own Mario Kart 8 on the Switch, but I kind of want to buy it again.
Now that
Just
we're
to play
talking
it.
about it, but Nintendo's always gonna make you pay full price regardless. So it is what it is.
Oh yeah. They unless they do that Game Pass thing, then oh man.
Oh,
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it's kind of like one of those things. Like, not to talk about movies, but like they just recently released. Actually, not recently. They on Tuesday they released the Indiana Jones collection on 4K, and I was going to buy the hard copy, and that was gonna run me like $96 after tax. And then I was like, let me go on to Vudu and check and see how much it is. I bought it for like $50 less. I was like, I can just have digital. It's fine
Yeah.
by me.
But now you know why. Now you know why hard copies and collector's editions are really kind of going out of style now.
Yeah,
Is because
it
everyone's
was
moving to
cool.
digital.
It's gonna come with a map and everything, but I'm like, I don't need it. I'm not gonna frame it. I don't care.
Yeah, but you're also you are also a collector, so you do have there's some inherent value to having the
I
hard
mean,
copy.
yeah, I get it, but
So now,
but then
granted,
they were telling me it's not gonna be to my house until like the 21st of June, and then I literally went on to look at the website after I canceled the order, and it was already out of stock. So I'm like, I don't really. I'm not gonna wait for it.
welcome to
And
see
when
you,
I can get
McAgey. Sorry.
You know, I'm.
Yo,
I'm
what's up, Mike?
doing what I do. What up,
I mean,
McGagey?
the funny thing about the hard copies of everything is that in about 30 years or so, Pawn Stars is going to be amazing. We are going to see
Right.
stuff on
I
there.
mean, to be honest with you, I have I have two different versions of the collector's edition. So I have the DVD version and the Blu-ray version of it. I didn't need the
The
4K version. Just like Jason, like Friday the 13th, I literally have two collector's editions of Friday the 13th. I literally have the one where each one of the movies is in its own individual case, and I have the one where it comes in a giant steel box case with Jason on the front of it, and you open it, and each one is in like a little cardboard slot, which is not. I don't like those because that's how you ruin a disc.
Yeah.
So it's awesome, but at the same time, it sucks.
And this is why we love Guidoni.
Mhm.
And if you want to hear him spiel more about movies and possibly take a couple of snacks, check us out on Monday nights on Snack and Flick.
Yep,
Um,
and especially this Monday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Big
we
thanks.
got a real
Celebrity guest
special
started.
edition. Yeah.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
right. But go ahead and regale us with your most hated, Drew.
Driver 3.
God.
It's not really. I mean, it is a racing game, but it's not.
Mhm.
But yeah, that game, the controls were trash. It was like, I just remember like, oh my God, Driver 3 is coming out. And then I played it, I was like, oh my God, Driver 3 came out. Son of a bitch. It was terrible. You basically play, I think you played an undercover cop that is trying to infiltrate a drug thing. So you have to like steal cars, do races to get out of stuff. It was just not the greatest game. Anybody,
first driver was
anybody have any
amazing.
qualms?
No,
With that-
no, not with that one. I can't argue that logic.
So
As much as I
McAgey,
love the-
just give you a heads up, McAgey. We're talking about racing games. That's what this episode's about.
The
Sorry.
first driver was amazing, though. The first driver was
Driver 1 and
fantastic.
Driver 2, great. Driver 3, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna
Can't
be
really
fun.
argue that.
Driver 1 was good. Maybe, all right, Driver 1 was good.
We about to have fun. Oh man, I see where this is about to go to. All right, so
Next.
That would be Dragon Chills himself.
all right, Trey. You know I love you, right?
You've been saying that. You've been saying that.
You know I love
I have
you.
a feeling that my
You-
rage is about to reach epic proportions for some reason.
You know I love you,
It's,
right?
it's the same
What
kind
is-
of love that I have for Guidoni. It's a tough love, but we got to do it anyway.
So
Yeah,
so
what is
you
it?
know, we're all family, right? So we gotta keep it in the family. So my most hated
Here-
is Fast and the Furious Crossroads. All right, so for anyone who doesn't know, this game came out last year. It was, and it's bad. Oh Lord, it's bad. You have the worst voice actors. So let me explain to you. If you didn't know, Dom, Letty, and I think one other the main characters actually voice act in this, and they're so bad at it. You're
Wait,
like,
wait. You mean Vin Diesel said more than I am Groot?
yes, he said I am more. He said more than I am Vin Diesel. Yes.
At least we know it wasn't Brian. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I watched the Fast and Furious movies religiously. They were on the other day, and I sat down and watched them. That still does not hurt any less.
I was gonna say it's still too soon for a lot of people.
Right.
I still ball that monologue at the end of what is it, 7?
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
he's taking
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't
Right
know
in
if
the
you
heart.
see. I literally get goosebumps. Hair stands up, and I bawl my eyes out. Like I can't control it. I just can't.
Oh, you big softy.
But
For some things, yeah. In fairness, okay. I also cried when the dinosaurs died in Jurassic Fallen Kingdom.
Really?
Yeah, I bawled my eyes out when the dinosaurs died in Fallen Kingdom. I like dinosaurs. I like
See,
virtual
I thought
dinosaurs
he,
better
I
than
thought
most
he was
human
gonna
beings.
go. I thought he was
Dinosaur,
gonna go
like
with-
Littlefoot, when his
Like,
grandparents.
I thought he was
died.
gonna go Land Before Time. That's what I
Yeah.
thought he was gonna go.
Okay. No,
Fallen
that's
Kingdom?
yeah.
All right.
Good.
Sure. So
Don't
back
get me
to
wrong. Don't
so
get me wrong. I'm going to traumatize my kid one day when I have kids with that death scene of Littlefoot's mom. I promise you. I will traumatize the shit out of him.
Again, if you want to talk about movies, join us Monday.
right.
Snack and flick.
So
That's
back
where we talk about movies.
so back to what I was saying about this game. You would think that hey, we're about to have a racing game out of Fast and Furious. No, it is literally them in cars trying to take out like tanks and hover boats and jets and all kind of other wonderful good things that you would expect to see in the movies. There, you know, like hey, if you have got to see in the credits in the new Fast and Furious movie, they're going to be in space. So I mean, it is shenanigans at its best. Bad lines, main characters who you would expect, you know, who've been doing this role for years to be great at it, were even bad at it because the line they put no feeling into the lines. It was just an all around bad game. It for me, it almost felt like the same lines of E.T. It's like, why you even make this?
No,
Why do this to us?
you remember they did actually make a halfway decent Fast and Furious game.
They did.
Actually,
Yeah.
they did, and it was Fast and Furious Horizon.
That's not
Forza
a fast,
360?
that's not really a Fast and Furious game.
It was
Yeah,
a
no,
Fast
that's an
and Furious
expansion.
game because it
That's
did
an expansion.
It's an expansion to
Expansion.
Horizon.
That was
There
still
was one.
No, there was an
There wa-
actual good Fast and Furious game, and it was the arcade version.
The
Fast and
arcade,
Furious.
the arcade racing game, but it literally is just
Yeah.
racing. That's all it is.
Because it was good.
Yeah.
That's what made it good.
Yep,
It was racing.
exactly, just pure racing. And McAgee's chimed in. He said his favorite racing games were Mario Kart and Burnout, and his least favorite is something we're going to talk about later.
Okay.
So it sounds like McAgee wants to take me up on that Mario Kart challenge too.
Oh god.
Apparently,
like-
it's about to
That'd
be
be
a
interesting to
showdown.
watch.
Yes.
The
Wait.
four of you going at it.
Just
I
ask
would
everybody
happily
in here-
commentate on that one.
Wait. Can I just have everybody in here and whoever's listening in the comments, which is the best version of Mario Kart?
Oh.
That's a hard choice.
Ooh.
That's really a hard choice.
Or where's the last
I
one?
gotta give it to 64 Double Dash in my opinion. Double Dash was amazing. I don't even care. Double Dash was great.
I'm gonna go Double Dash for the GameCube for me, just because I didn't have a 64 and I didn't get to play 64, but I know it was good. But I like Double Dash.
Are you
So the
vaccinated?
only thing that
McAgee's asking,
Sorry.
are you vaccinated? Because he said he's down for this Mario Kart race off.
yeah, I'm getting my second shot here in a week. So
All right.
You'll be vaccinated in 2 weeks
Yep.
after your
Yeah.
shot. 3
What?
3 weeks technically.
Can't y'all just play online?
Yeah.
we could,
Yeah.
but it's much more. You wanted that head-to-head.
You want the
experience.
land party feeling. I get it.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
He said he got the
Uh,
he said he got the 64 too.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
strategy, the
Okay,
KG3.
so on a serious
Road
note,
Nemesis.
I'm mad in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that they messed up the length of some of these tracks, like the 64 Star Rainbow Road and the 64 Yoshi one. They shortened those tracks,
Oh
and
no,
it's wrong.
he said he has it on the Switch. No,
He says,
on-
I own Switch. I know own Switch.
oh, you know, on the Switch, it's fine.
That's
We
fine.
can-
I've got
we
a
can still
Switch.
do it in
I'll bring
person.
mine.
Okay. Shit, I'll let you borrow mine. I'll let you borrow mine.
We can make it
As
all
long
work
as you
out.
pay for the game and download it to my memory card on my
Oh,
phone.
he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to because I'll bring my Switch.
Shut up! I'm doing a thing. Shut up!
That's you like this. I see what you did there, Trey. I see what you did
I
there.
see what you're doing there.
Hey, you pay for the game. We just gonna download it to my memory card on my Switch. But yeah, I'm tempted to go ahead and delve into that. I haven't played. I've dabbled here and there. When GameStop was still a real thing, I actually played it on the Switch inside the store for a little bit. But yeah, we could definitely have that. We can make it a cross promotional Twitch thingamabob
Yep.
under
got
all the things we do.
Road Nemesis. We got
Or
Mick
do this,
AG.
do
We
that.
can get all the Twitches out here racing.
we go. How many? That's my
Join.
question. How many people can play in Mario Kart 8 now at once?
I believe in the 8.
It's always
8. Yeah, I think it's
Oh.
8 or 16. I'd
No,
have to
it's
double
8.
check. I have the case. I have the case right behind me. I can go
We'll check it out. Somebody will drop it in the comments. Somebody who's not
I
running
am.
the show. So yeah. This so I'm sorry, were you wrapping that up as far as your most hated?
For me, yeah. I don't want to
Okay.
talk. I don't want to talk no more about Fast and Furious. That was good enough. I gave
Yeah,
it.
I'm just-
I gave it enough
Trey doesn't
energy.
watch
Thank you for
these
putting it
shit.
under.
I'll take it.
Thank you for putting it under most hated because I hate every aspect of that. I don't even like Groot as a character for that reason. Even in the comments, even in the comics, when I'm reading the comics and I see him talking, I hear that voice. So you know.
Hold on one second. He literally says, "I am Groot," and you feel every bit of emotion in that movie.
I hate
I'm
him.
sorry.
I hate him as a person, as a
Though.
character. I hate his voice.
Can I just
The only
Can I
excuse
say
I'll give
something
right
Can I
after
say
this.
one
Only,
thing that's-
right after this. Only thing that I'll excuse him is as Riddick. That's the only thing. That's it. If he's not killing monsters on a planet, I don't care. But go ahead.
so he's so good at what he does that he says the words "I am Groot" and he pisses you off. That's a fantastic voice actor.
Wow.
I'll give him another role. Knock Around Guys. That was a good movie too.
Yeah,
It was a good movie, but that's also like 20 years old at this point. So, you know.
still a good movie. It held up the test of time.
It is. It is. But yeah, I guess I'll go next. My most hated is Driver 1. And for one reason and one reason only. Because when this game came out on PlayStation, I was not allowed to play certain games until I could get away with buying them my own. So I thought Driver would be a good chance to get into the GTA thing. But it definitely wasn't the same. And the thing that made me hate it the most was the fact that when you started the game, this was back in PlayStation days when we literally had cover art and no directions. So you start the game and you're in a parking lot and they don't give you any directions on how to drive. You got to complete all these maneuvers to get out of the damn parking
The
lot.
180s and all that. Yeah.
180s, burnouts, nothing, and then nothing coincided with any other driving game I've ever played in my life. And I know that I don't even know what the rest of the game looks like because I got so frustrated trying to play this. Yeah, it became a frisbee. It quickly became a frisbee, and it lost to the wall. Yes, because I just so Drew, you said you loved the first one and the second one. I know the second one you could actually get out of the car and walk around and I guess break into other people's cars. You were still a cop, and I'm like, this is GTA Light. That's what this is. This is GTA Light. You can't get any hookers. Why are we playing this? Like, no, just give me regular GTA. I want to pay for my nighttime fun, my spicy fun, and then hit her with my Corvette and pick my dollars up off the floor. That's what I wanted to do. So yeah, I just hated Driver.
By the way,
Hated Driver.
McGagey hit in the comments.
Oh, don't you bring up Iron Giant? Don't you do it? Don't you bring
No.
up Iron Giant?
No.
Yes, he
I'm
did.
saying 8 players online.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
But he
Oh,
did.
yeah.
But he did say Iron
He
Giant.
did say Iron Giant.
He did. He did.
No, I can for the Switch. For the Switch, I can tell you from experience, it's more than 8 players online because you can go into lobbies and have up to 16.
Okay.
Okay.
We will organize Posture check. I'm sorry. Who we checking? Is that just for you, or we all gonna check our
That's
posture?
just for him. I'm not calling out.
Oh.
I'm a great.
My bad.
All right, okay. What?
Just checking out Twitch. So guys, make sure you follow Dragon Chills on Twitch, McAG3 on Twitch, Ro Nemesis on Twitch, Cheesy Fries 69 on Twitch. Get on them Twitch people, follow them, cost you nothing. Subscribe, cost you a little bit, but yeah, go on and help us all grow so we can do more. But yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why I chose that. And I'm going to go ahead and say it now. My throwback was that as well. That's how much I hated this. That's how frustrating it was, because I've never had a game that never explained anything to me. It didn't even give you a tutorial. It was just drive, do this. What the hell is that? If you were a 7-year-old kid playing this game, I wasn't 7 at the time, but you're just now getting the mechanics of operating a motor vehicle in your head. They don't tell you what to do. So what the hell was I supposed to do with this? But I digress. Ro, go ahead and regale us with your most hated.
Okay, so mine comes down to I love arcade. I love arcade racers. Obviously, kart racers, arcade racers. Gran Turismo. It's such a beautifully done game, but I cannot, for the life of me, get into it. I have tried, especially the newest one. The newest one on PS4 was just like, it took like all the fun out of it. You were just like, here's your car, here's the track, go drive. Like even like Gran Turismo 2, like which one was it? 2 or 4 on the PS2? Does anyone remember? 2. Yeah, I thought that's what I thought. That one, you could still adjust things. It was okay, but like I don't know. I don't enjoy Sims that much, racing Sims that much. Like I said, it's all about. I want to be able to just throw caution to the wind. You know, if Forza Horizon is about the closest I'll get to a sim/arcade racer, and Horizon is so much better than Motorsports. So much better than Motorsports. So much better than Motorsports. But yeah, Gran Turismo.
If a 13-year-old comes in here and starts cursing, you know why. But go ahead.
I was gonna say one. I was gonna say one thing with at least Gran Turismo 1 and 2.
Turismo? Turismo?
Gran Turismo, whatever. You could at least adjust the settings to where you can make it an arcade style racer, and then after After 2, it just got more simulated, and it just took, like Rose said, took all the fun out of those games. I just remember you be able to just drift out.
What? Yeah, no, that's true. Although I have to sit there and say, so for the Game Pass quest, I had to do 15 laps on that F1 Andretti Racing or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
And it took me like an hour to do because they had like long ass laps, and the way that I got to be real. That Formula One racer is rough. Rough. No wonder it wasn't very popular.
Strategy on Facebook said that's why it's the worst.
McAG on Twitch. Go ahead, Trey. Since you're about to say it.
Gran Turismo lost me when I watched 2 people race the exact same Dodge Viper with the exact same specs to see which one was faster and on an oval track. Like, yeah. I mean, just a lot of people don't.
Although more power to the guy that actually did the Gran Turismo racing and actually became like an actual racer out of it. Like, good on you, man. You stuck with this was really so bad. Yeah, no, this guy. Yeah. You should see some of these setups these dudes have. Like, you're talking like a $5,000 racing setup for them to play Gran Turismo.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm gonna go buy a real car for $5,000 and just crash the shit out of it at that point in time.
I've seen some people literally cut out the front end of a car and build a arcade for racing.
That actually sounds hella fun. That would make me.
Dude,
they did ESPN 60 on him. They did an ESPN 60 on him, whatever it is, E60 on this guy, and he became a famous racer. He didn't win. Because apparently there's a big difference between driving a real car and driving a virtual car.
Yeah.
Thank you, Strategy, for the second month subscription. Appreciate it. Sorry.
Barely took it.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's up now?
All right. So that's it for the most hated.
Throwbacks.
We're going into our throwbacks, and I believe that Dragon is going first.
He is.
So my throwback. And as I said, I'm a fan of arcade racers, and I had so much fun with this. It's going to be Burnout Revenge. If anyone has played Burnout Revenge, you know the funs and joys of slamming into someone and watching them hit a wall, crumble into pieces as you get a turbo bar and just keep on going. It is absolutely, it was what you would want from a game. You could sit there, pit people in the walls in the other cars, and if you did that, you get an extra level of turbo boost. So you literally just hold down turbo and just keep on going. It was fun. It was
Great,
all
great
around
game.
fun, great fun. They had different modes where you could. They had a story mode, so then you had different kind of races you could do where it's the every lap the last person in last place get knocked out, or you had the demolition ones where you have to throw yourself in traffic and cause the biggest explosions with the most money and damages. It was all around fun. You can expect nothing less from it. It was pure joy of just nothing else to worry about. Hey, pick a car and go race and fuck people up. I you can't ask for anything less.
And then they had so many different like people that mimicked it. Disney even did a racing game mimicking it. I can't
Split
remember the name
second.
of it.
Split second.
Yeah, split second. And then in that one, you could hit certain live action like timed events where you can bring a building down and change the course in the middle of the
And
race.
and that was a great
That was
concept.
actually a fun. Yeah, it was a great game in my opinion. I thought they did a really good job on it, but like again, it just fell to the wayside because people didn't play it.
Real quick, checking out the comments on Twitch. Mike AG, super hype. Woo! Burnout strategy. That was fun. The foolishness. Mike AG, brain dead entertainment that I enjoy. Strategy, pure destruction. I remember you guys playing this game. I remember watching Strategy and Darren playing this and just like in amazement of all the damage that, because I'm a little bit of a litter bug, but all the damage and explosions and fire and just crashing. It was like, yes, my inner Incredible Hulk is loving this. Hulk smash, Hulk crush. So, remember in Hulk Ultimate Destruction? I missed that game. I need to see if I can find that again. Sorry,
Side note,
tangent. Sorry.
We're just gonna call it a sidebar moment.
It's all
Yeah,
right.
yeah. We definitely, yeah. Not we, me. I need to find that because that game was fun and I get out a lot of aggression in that game. Literally take two. Technically, it ties into cars too because you can take two cars and turn them into fist gloves and start smashing down buildings. So yeah. Mickey
Why
AG,
didn't, when we had our Smite episode, why didn't we show him the Kabrakan skin that is the Hulk?
say what? Say again?
That
Yeah.
when thinking about that one. Yeah,
oh,
there is a character on Smite. Throwback to episode 0, Smite skins. There is a character named Kabrakan who literally has two flaming cars as his weapons, and as a special emote, he hops on a car and skateboards it.
Oh wow. Okay.
he also
Gamma-
there's also a
the
version
skin's
of
name
Hulk
is
that's
Gamma
nerd in
Slam.
there, too. Don't forget that.
What'd you say?
The nerd rage.
Yep.
The nerd Hulk,
Yeah.
where he has two freaking big ass computer servers that he smashes together.
Okay.
Hey, a side note, I know me and Darren don't really play Smite anymore, but you're still into it, right, Rev?
Yeah.
Did you see in July Stranger Things is going to be the battle pass?
Yes.
Yep.
They're bringing Stranger
I
Things
did.
to Smite as skins. Yes. I did see that as
I'm
well.
okay with this.
I'm not even going to download it to play it. I'm sorry, I just don't care.
Real quick, McAG3, I do apologize for using your government name. My last name is not Heyman. Don't attempt to do that. I apologize. I'm sorry. Thank you. But yeah, going right ahead to mine was Driver 1. That was my throwback. I hated it, and it's the whole old one. But moving right on down the line, Gadone.
My throwback is none other than Daytona USA, the arcade game. I mean, it was also on the Dreamcast, and no, it was on the Dreamcast, but it's just one of those games you sit down and you feel, when you get in that arcade seat, you sit down, you feel the full force back on that steering wheel, and it was just, it's just so much fun. And you could hook up, because if you were at the right arcade, there was up to 8 people that could race you in that game. And you were basically sitting in a freaking Daytona cockpit, which was amazing. Just a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
Hard as hell, but a fun game.
I do have a question about that, kind of not a sidebar, but it's related to it. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but how tall are you, Drew?
I am 5'11".
Okay, so we're the same height. So can you still fit into the arcade? Because my big ass can't fit into the arcades. Like at Dave and Buster's, I used to like that when I was younger, and I couldn't, like, the seats wouldn't go back far enough for me to sit inside and drive
It
it.
depends on if it's the right. I mean, my big ass can fit. It's just not comfortable anymore.
Yeah. I
But then
can't.
again, that's life.
Darren, how tall are you, Darren?
6'3". I can't fit in them.
I was saying 6'1". I can fit, not comfortably, and I have long ass legs.
I
so-
literally, if I want to sit in, I have to like fold my legs like I'm trying to sit Indian style and try to pedal.
To do this shit where he puts his legs all the way out and has to spread them to get it.
Oh wow! Just 1 foot in, 1 foot out on the
Yes.
gas.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
exactly.
We're
Who needs a
We're
break?
literally wearing clown cars, like.
Who needs a break? There we go.
Just that what's the dude, the teacher from The Simpsons who was driving the Mini Cooper and his knees are coming out the sides of it? That's what I imagine. Only people you race couldn't touch you. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me checking the comments on Twitch. It was that's classic. Great for arcade. Daytona USA is my game. No one can touch me. And there's a whole lot of challenging going out. I can't wait till we open this country back up because we're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff.
Challenges out. I'm just saying it was a fun game.
No.
That's
That's
all
not you. That's strategy.
No, it's in the comments. It's
Yeah.
in the comments, and that was McKG3. So yeah, only people you race couldn't touch you. He was replying to him, and they took it out of Dave and Buster's. What?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
Big rip.
now you have to find
Big
what. Now there are those old arcade bars that we seen starting to pop up.
Yes.
You can find stuff like
Yes.
that. There you go.
date nights.
Which
All
I
right.
cannot wait.
45 minutes north of me called Coin Op, and they have a lot of different arcade games. I don't know if they have that one, but they have a lot of different ones. I mean, it was nice to go in and play like X-Men and Mortal
No.
Kombat and all that. Good
I'm
stuff.
not saying I'm an alcoholic, but anytime that I can mix alcohol and video games, I'm in pretty much heaven.
I'm not
You're in-
saying I'm an alcoholic, but I do get twisted every Sunday at 1 o'clock. But anyway, yeah,
12
I would
o'clock?
love to do that.
You mean 12
12
o'clock?
o'clock.
Today,
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, Trey, today was one of those days where halfway through I could almost taste the vodka.
It's the whiskey for me.
Oh God! All right.
I was
keep
drinking
going.
water. I was
It's
drinking
hold on,
water,
hold
I
on.
was just like,
It's the Captain Morgan for me.
I found out I can't drink tequila anymore. That's the only thing that sucks. I got really drunk off tequila one night. It was bad. Now I can't. Like, oh man, the smell, it just churns my stomach.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's.
And
Steve, we're gonna kick it to Roe for his.
which is funny that Godoni's going here because Godoni, you've activated my trap card. My throwback game is the predecessor to Daytona USA. And I'm going to take you guys back to December 25th, 1996, Christmas. I had just got my brand new Nintendo 64. I was excited because this game was one of the launch ones. In my CD player, because I did have a CD player, I was spoiled as a kid, was
We
Cake's
can tell.
Fashion Nugget. Was Cake's Fashion Nugget. The entire CD was played, and it always started with The Distance. Because if you're going to play a racing game, you need to have the distance there. And I take you to Cruising USA. In my opinion, will always go down as one of the most fun racing games in the world to me. That orange little muscle car that you could get. Oh my God. If you going through redwood trees, you got the money tunnel. I forget where that one was. DC.
The flips.
You got bugs in Iowa hitting the windshield and just splatting on there.
Popping willies, doing flips,
I'm
barrel
just
rolls.
gonna
Yep.
say- I'm just gonna say one thing and one thing only. It is a good pick. It is a good throwback. But the way I would have picked it as a throwback would not have been the N64 version. I would have actually picked the arcade. Because the arcade was so much better than the 64 version.
Okay, I'm throwing the 64 there because my nostalgia factor and the fact that I still listen to Cake on a regular basis because of this. I can almost sing. I can almost
The
sing that
64
entire
version
album.
was okay, but
You know, Drew always want to kick somebody nuts. Apparently.
No, I'm
Look,
not-
man.
I'm not knocking it.
Nuts.
I'm not
Godoni, we
knocking
get
it.
it, man. For any of the music fans watching, Godoni, we get it. You have those breasts that bounce on that Italian leather sofa.
Anyways, I'm just
He
gonna
doesn't care.
gloss
He
over
doesn't care
that.
as long as ship's coming in.
Definitely not.
Strategy
He
did.
doesn't care whether or not he's an island.
Strategy did agree with though Gadoni. The arcade probably been the better of the pick, but nonetheless, you had your whole
Now-
nostalgia, your whole story to go with it. So hey,
Yeah, I get this nostalgia factor, but hey, and just on a sidebar note, we can also talk about racers all night. I mean, there's so many fantastic
Yeah.
classic arcade racers.
I have one that
Go
you know
ahead.
I thought about after I picked mine, and I wanted to switch, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna stick with it. But everyone remembers when PlayStation first came out,
Yeah.
the first racing game on there, Ridge Racer.
Ridge
Yes, Ridge
Yeah.
Racer.
Yeah.
That was a classic
You
one.
know what?
God, man.
Yeah, but again, if you're talking about the arcade classics, you're going to talk about off road, super off road. Jesus, Initial D, another great
Arcade
racing game. Yeah,
Here's
I
one
would
for
have
you,
to
which I
agree.
wish they
I
would
have to
bring back.
say, arcade racers were the better of the racing games compared to
Yes,
consoles.
definitely.
Always.
Absolutely.
You know what I really would like to see them bring back though, for a kart racer is Diddy Kong Racing.
That was fun. That was fun. Hey, what was the kart racer where you could actually mod your character on PS4? What was it called?
Crash Team Racing.
No. Because I used to go on there and you could like literally build
Oh,
your carts and like your characters sat up outside of the cart. So like I did Jason, I did Freddy, I did all the horror.
Speaking of car racers, do you remember when Burger King did the Xbox 360 games there, and they had the pocket bike racers?
Yeah.
You get them for like $3. Yeah.
McAgee said WWE racing.
Yep. There's another one.
Hold on. I'm gonna find the name of that PlayStation 4 one.
Do you remember? Do you remember like Wave Runner on the 64 where you were jet
Yes.
ski racing?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
man.
man, this.
I'll-
What are you about to say?
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say
I
it's
was
just
gonna
been so many. That's all.
I just love the fact. The one thing I love about you guys is that we ultimately end up turning into that episode of South Park was like we turn into the member berries.
Yes.
we turn into the member berries, and it's member Ridge Racer. Member Hulk Smash. We just go down the list, and I love every bit of it.
Hydro Thunder was another one.
Oh, Hydro Thunder. Oh wait. Hey, wait. Jet Set Moto. Or not
Oh my
Jet,
god.
wasn't that one? That was, right? Jet Moto?
Yep. Yep. F-Zero.
F-Zero was great.
Nintendo, Super Nintendo, right? Yes, Super Nintendo. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's taking it.
Where Falcon, Captain Falcon came from in Smash Brothers. Falcon
Yes.
Punch.
Yeah, I didn't know where he came from.
So
Like,
we definitely need to do like a vehicle one where we just talk about vehicle games in general. Because I'm gonna have to talk about Star Fox 64 at some point in time.
yeah,
I figured it out. Mod Nation Racers.
Yes, that's what it was, Mod
a
Nation.
great freaking game because you could you literally race in carts, but you could literally change everything on the cart, so you could make it, and you had tons of different like styles, graphics, and everything. It was great. That was in
You know what
2000.
else?
Never heard of that.
That was. You know what other kart racer I really had fun with was the Nickelodeon one. The Nicktoons. Yeah. I got it on sale for like $5, and I'll be real, I was not upset. I actually enjoyed it more than CTR, but it
Don't
was just
forget-
fun to me.
Sonic, Sega All Star Racing.
Yeah. Then you had the Sonic All Star Racing kart.
Yeah.
Oh man.
because everybody was trying to catch
Racing.
up.
Yes,
Another good
CTR's
one-
Crash Team Racing.
Yeah, another one that was pretty fun but got old quick was Blur. Blur was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had the Little Big Planet Racing, which nobody really gives a shit about.
Somebody enjoyed it. McAG3
I like
says,
kart racers.
Jet
Don't
Moto,
judge me.
anyone?
Yes, Jet
Huh?
Moto.
How about Muppet
Yeah,
Race
Moto.
Mania?
Drew,
Muppet Mania.
God.
Okay.
I still want to see them bring back Diddy Kong Racing. That's what I'm gonna say. I want a modern day Diddy Kong Racing, but I want them to keep the levels the way that they had it because I really want to race the Triceratops again.
rolled into the Mario Kart stuff?
No.
No,
Donkey Kong's
Donkey
in it,
Kong's
but-
in there.
Donkey
I
Kong's
think
in
Diddy
there.
is in there. But
Okay.
Diddy Kong Racing was different. Like you had Tip Top Turtle, you had Timber the Tiger, you had hovers, you had planes, you had carts. The first boss was you were literally racing a Triceratops down a mountain.
So the thing
Hold
about Diddy
on.
Kong Racing was not only did you race cars, you race planes and you race hoverboats.
Yeah.
Hovercrafts. Yeah.
But-
in the,
It was so much fun.
in the comment, strategy came out with Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal is a good game, but it was not.
The first one
Racing.
was a racing
We-
game.
I-
and-
It was racing.
In strategy, I tried valiantly to get them to go on board for my favorite to be Twisted Metal, but they wouldn't give it to me.
Because
So I feel you there.
only the first one was
And
racing.
I understand your logic, but I want you to know, strategy. I'm there with you in spirit.
Twisted Metal 2 was the best one of all the Twisted Metal installments.
I can't argue that logic.
yeah. What was the guy's name who was strapped to just two
Axel.
big ass wheels?
Axel.
How- People are literally shooting napalm at your bare ass chest. How are you living?
But
Ow.
It don't
if you
matter, it's
notice,
Twisted Metal.
when he started losing health, he started losing body parts.
What's the point? Like,
It
no,
don't matter,
you would
it's
have got a
just-
shot 15 seconds ago.
That's another thing I want to see bring back is a good Twisted Metal game. It was a good Twisted.
It's not
Metal.
gonna happen. They've tried to like reincarnate that game so many times and they just fail every time. At one point, I think they said that they were going to make a Twisted Metal TV series.
Yeah.
And
They made it. They kind of made a semi movie series about it called Death Race.
no. I'm saying that they were literally going to use the characters from Twisted Metal, which,
I know.
to be honest
I
with
know.
you, it could work
Rush.
if done right.
Oh,
It could, if done right, is the key word there. Which let's
Isn't
just
that
take
Disney
a
Rush?
think back
That's
to the more.
Disney Rush, isn't it?
no, he's talking about the one back in the day where you had to collect parts to upgrade your cars. I remember that. Yes.
Yeah. Well, you can always go back to the throwbacks of Nintendo and RC Pro-Am, where you race where you race RC cars. That
Oh.
was so much fun.
You know a real throwback for Nintendo also, Bigfoot Racing.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And the fun one for that, and if you want to tie it into something, just don't forget, Captain N and the N team had Bigfoot as one of the characters. Oh, come on. Like, nobody watched Captain N and the N team? Really? Did you not watch the Mario Brothers cartoon?
I did watch the Mario Brothers cartoon.
Did you watch the Legend of Zelda cartoon?
Yes.
Barely. I barely.
Oh my God. I have the Super
Hey,
Mario
hey,
Brothers
Trey,
on DVD.
Trey.
I had Legend of Zelda, but I let somebody borrow it and I never got it.
Did you watch the animated Street Fighter TV series?
Yeah. That and the animated Mortal Kombat TV
The
series.
anime movie for Street Fighter is probably still the best. Like the Chun-Li
Which-
Vega fight.
What,
Okay.
you don't want John Claude Van Damme as Guile?
See, and on that note, that was a lovely show, y'all.
You just had to ruin the show, goddammit. You
Just
had
gotta
to ruin
ruin.
the show.
Just know
Raul
that
Julia was the best part of that movie. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.
The
Thank you.
And
only
he
part
filmed
of
that
this
while
movie.
he had cancer and he was dying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Props
your
out to you.
tears bring me sustenance when I say Jean Claude Van Damme as Guile.
I'm not crying over it.
I'm a
I like
French
Jean-Claude Van
American.
Damme as an actor, but not in that movie. That was.
AOK USA.
Oh, man.
Why we
I'm
haven't
thinking
talked
that
about
Gadoni-
this?
Gadoni, I want to be on your action movie one where we talk about like the 90s fucking actors.
Oh,
of-
we already did the 80s. So.
80s was
Well,
last week.
we did
80s
80s.
was this week. Next week
Yeah.
is
I'm talking about like the 90s action movies, like the Jean Claude, the Steven Seagals, the Schwarzenegger, the Stallones.
I mean, technically
We can do
those,
that.
those also 80s. So we could bring you on board. Not this week coming up, but the week after that. Sure, why not? We could do 90s. Sure,
Absolutely.
just plan episodes in advance. That makes things so much easier.
It really does. It really does.
That and when you
Alright.
do, if you actually do a Jurassic Park episode, let me know. Let me know.
Or just a dinosaur movie. Yeah.
That one too. That one too.
Yeah.
I will show up.
Raptor.
I will show
Oh
up.
my god.
I have literally an entire Jurassic Park. material set that-
Carnosaur. Carnosaur. I'm sorry. I'm just having a sci-fi network nostalgia bomb just went off my head. Anyway.
Okay. So, do you like B-rated monster movies? Then did you see Pterodactyl?
Yes.
It was on the other day, and it was so bad. I was like,
Oh, okay. All right. No, we gotta wrap the show because we'll be here all
Wrap
night.
this shit up.
Thank you. Thank you guys for joining us here on the Daywalkers. We had a great show. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Help the channel grow so we can do more than what we're doing now. We can reach more people, and more people can join in the conversation and get in the comments with you guys, and you can set up things like play-alongs, whatever have you. But of course, it's your boy Trey Proper. I'm Trey Proper everywhere. If you need to find me, you know how to find me. Gentlemen, go ahead and tell them where they can locate you.
Dragon Chills on all social medias.
Your boy Gadoni. You can find me here on Mondays and Wednesdays, obviously for the Daywalkers today, but Mondays on Snack and Flick, and then Tuesdays on another network called the Horrific Network, where I do Campfire Chronicles, where we watch a movie and then we find out if it fits in as a haunt or a maze or a scare zone for a theme park. Fun time if you get a chance. Called the Horrific Network.
Okay.
Don't you remind me to send you this thing? There's a campground in Arizona where you can try to spend the night, and you literally have to outrun Jason the entire time.
Yeah, I know. I've heard of it.
Yeah. My wife said
Okay.
something to me about that. I was like, no, I'm good.
I'm just gonna go sleep
Oh,
on the fucking
You
roof. I'll
don't
catch you
really
guys later.
die. He chases you.
Yes.
That's what I said. I'm gonna go sleep on the roof.
Well, hold on, and then they actually like show the film while you're there and everything else. So I mean, it's an encompassing, like, it's just a a fun thing to do.
There's a reason why my big black ass don't go to them haunted houses where they jump out and they grab you. Because I hit you. I hit back. So
Now-
Jason can chase after me, but I
To
also
be-
keep something shiny on my side, if you know what I mean. So
Just to give you a
Quarters.
small thing, they talk about like all the Halloween Horror Nights and all that, and I have yet to go to a Halloween Horror Night. I've always wanted to go to a Halloween Horror Night, but when you watch like the shows on TV, we're like the top haunted houses in the United States or whatever, and you're watching them, and then you watch certain ones where people trap you in a corner and just hover over you. Like they had one where a girl was literally sitting in the corner, down in the fetal position, crying because somebody was standing over, and I was like, nah, that was me. I'm swinging my way out.
So you do know people actually have to sign waivers for those, so they say they're not going to hit their actors.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but some of them, they don't. Some of these where they aren't signing waivers, and I'm just like, nah, bro, you don't put somebody in a corner. If somebody's crying, stop. You should just
You
walk
don't-
away.
You don't put baby in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in timeout.
That's my
Yeah.
thing. Is I've always wanted to go to a Halloween Horror Night just to experience at least once or do whatever. I mean, I've gone to haunted houses. I've been a scare actor in a haunted house that we do here in town. And I dress up as either Freddy or Jason. And I just scare the shit out of people, and it's fun. I don't get close. I don't, it's all jump scare stuff. And then what's really
So
funny
what I'm
is,
hearing is we need to do a Daywalkers haunt at Gadoni's house, where the three of us are just gonna go annoy him the entire fucking time.
what I was going to say is when you get into horror and stuff like that, you'd be amazed at how much like people are afraid of you, and then after they're like, "Oh, I want to take pictures with you. I want to do this. I want to." I'm like, "Oh my god!" But
It's the shock value. It's that shock value.
I saw that, Trey.
whatever.
just saying. I was scratching my elbow. No,
Uh-huh.
but it,
You don't like
man.
horror, I get it, but you're still gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah, I'll still talk about it. But yeah, all right, guys, we got it. Thank you for joining us.
Where you at?
Next week's episode, we are talking about, as we already discussed earlier, we're going to talk about what are they called? Sandbox? What did we call it?
Yeah, let's go open world sandbox game.
Open World
yeah.
Sandbox,
Oh,
aka GTA, Red Dead
But-
Redemption, Crackdown, all those wonderful good ones. We're going to have a talk about
Spider-Man
those.
You
PS5.
can find it.
Going for it.
All right.
Call it that. All right, let's get up out of here.
Ro still needs to say where you can find him.
Oh
You
yeah.
can find me, guys, at RO Nemesis On Twitch, it's RO_Nemesis. Easy find. If not, get through me at the Daywalkers. I'll get my links out for you.
All right.
I have not been. I went back to work, so I actually haven't been streaming much these last few days. And then when the vaccine first round of the vaccine kind of kicked my ass. So
Mm.
It's
That's
only
why I
going to
look
get
like a
worse on the
zombie
second
tonight.
one.
I know. I'm just hoping that it just offs me with my second one. But this is
And
why I look like a zombie tonight, is because I had a long ass shift today in the kitchen, and it was hot and miserable. And
are we clear?
No, we're still on the show. We never said bye to people.
I've said it like 3 times.
Bye,
we love you here
everybody.
at Daywalkers.
That's a show.
Good
That's a
night.
wrap. Everybody from the Daywalkers, have a good night, everybody.
Peace.